Last week I traveled back to my hometown, Penang. About 5 hours of driving took me and my friend all the way to Georgetown, which in my opinion is where you want to go if you're not from Malaysia. Reason being, you would absolutely fit in with the rest of the lost tourists. My goodness, there were so many tourists. Anyways, we went to Georgetown with 3 objectives: bar hopping, sunset and sunrise pictures, and to see this one jazz cocktail bar. Upon reaching Georgetown, we stopped at this random Mexican restaurant which turned out to be the best Mexican food we've ever had.
So Hong, how was the food?
Delicious.
Our next stop was the jetty for some sunset pictures. Unfortunately though, we are freaking idiots! The jetty is actually a sunrise spot and we missed sunset for absolutely nothing.
I can't believe you're still shooting pictures. Okay, now he's looking at me. What's he doing? What's he doing? Get him away, help.
Anyways, we just went back to the apartment, got freshened up, and got ready to go bar hopping. We started out at Hong Kong Bar, which was a really homely, storied bar. The host was very kind, and it was really nice to read up on the bar's history, which I'll leave a link for in the description. You should really read through it. It's really interesting, honestly.
I'm Ian, this is Hong, and this is our first drink. Cheers, brother. So our second bar of the day. My news.
Next up was Nomad, a really cool bar where I ordered an Irish coffee type cocktail. It was nice, but I, as you know, am a cocktail expert. Drain water. So I asked for a slight modification, which the bartender was more than happy to oblige. Not only that, he actually suggested our next spot for bar hopping, which was cocktails and shots. Now there is a bar in this clip, but I won't tell you how we got in, so you just have to find out if you ever go there, which I highly recommend anyway. We were quite happy to see that the owner was actually the one manning the bar, and he was a great guy. He makes a killer cocktail. We then moved on to a couple other bars, completely sober by the way.
I forgot how many drinks we've had. Cheers. Cheers. I don't think you'll like this. Oh.
And after just a little bit more walking, we decided to head back.
Hello, Sir Hong. Where are we going today?
For breakfast.
Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you. This man's touching grass and that man's cutting grass. I can't speak to the camera. Wow!
And in the morning the next day, we headed to the Founders, which had some really, really lovely bagels and zibadib rolls. It was one of those old, preserved and refurbished houses from way, way back. Pretty sure it's like older than like 5 me's, I don't know. And it was quite a special place. Then we walked around Georgetown for a bit. We saw this dancing spider.
Okay, Mr. Hong, where are we going?
Blue Mansion. Now. Go.
He doesn't know my feelings for him.
We then went to the UNESCO World Heritage Site,
One Piece.
which was kind of cool.
Wait, Hong,
But I also saw this.
Yo, ain't no way. I have a feeling that if we go in there, it's gonna be like...
Then we headed back, as we needed to prepare for our trip to Penang Hill, which does deserve its own section. It was really quite a tall hill, by the way, and we got the pleasure of climbing it the easy way, in a train. We had the pleasure, of course, of meeting this fine gentle monkey, and we got to see, albeit a bit far out and obstructed, the sunset. As we left though, there were so many people around, it felt like rush hour at Ampang Park LRT station for real, for real. Overall, I give Penang Hill a 7 out of 10. It was not amazing, but it was a whole lot cooler up there than on the ground. I think it was like, it's gotta be like 28, which I know doesn't sound very cold to you Europeans, but shut up. We then went to sleep after this lovely Thai meal, and we woke up to catch the sunrise. But this was really sad because yet again, we are absolute fools. Batafaringi is not a sunrise location. So we ended up getting shots like this, and after taking whatever shots that we could, we then headed to Cat Beach.
Yippee! Meow! Meow meow! Meow 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 meow! Meow meow! Hello!
Yo, he's doing the thing, no way!
After a quick meal back in Georgetown, we stopped by for Mass at the Church of Assumption. Very nice church, 10 out of 10. Our next stop was Penang Botanical Gardens, which was next to a shooting range.
So we're out here by the...
We are on the way to shooting range.
We're on the way to the shooting range so I can shoot myself. POV.
We walked around quite a bit, and then we saw this monkey. No, not that one. The one on the left.
You know what this is? No, it's not.
The botanical gardens continued to be as botanic as they are.
Wow, this tree looks really cool. I wonder what it's called. Chinese dwarf bamboo. I wonder why it's called that.
And as we left the botanical garden, we were excited to try out the jazz cocktail bar.
Yo, Hong. I met up with the monkeys and they said they knew you.
How did you know that?
And while we did make it to the bar, there was just no performance that day, which was okay, because by the time we got there, it was completely empty. We ordered a couple of desserts, one cocktail, but most importantly, the desserts. Holy shit, the desserts were so good. 10 out of 10. So since we were the only ones at this bar, and we didn't quite get the bar experience, we then started bar hopping again. Oddly enough, most of the bars and the streets were pretty much empty. We did take shots though, of course, and look for somewhere that we could just chill out for the night. We found this really nice place called byeee. It was lovely, it was not so noisy, and the bartenders were really nice and kind. They gave us some nice lore about the cocktails that they've made, and also a bit of backstory as to where everyone is. Turns out there was a cocktail week earlier this month, and everyone spent all their money already, so everyone's practically just waiting for their salary now. And surprisingly, the bartender said that this was completely expected. This cocktail that I ordered from byeee was called Neo, and boy did it taste amazing. It was topped off with coriander, which I've never had in a cocktail, but it worked so well. We got this lovely picture, and byeee, yeah, amazing. 10 out of 10. It marked the end of our bar hopping for the night, and it was time to get back. The night went by, we found ourselves on the way back to KL the next morning, where we got lost in the rain and we never made it back home.